Sister Wives blew up polygamy, revealed Brown's child neglect, and Sister Wives fans think Kody and Robyn setting up for spin-off. Details. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. Sister Wives Season 19 is currently on a break, but the discussions about the family are alive and well. Many viewers are taking the opportunity to rewatch the series and examine the family's growth and change over time. Many have realized the polygamous dynamic was never healthy for the children, no matter how the adults tried to paint the situation. See what viewers are discussing online. While Sister Wives fans generally love Christine and Janelle, they also acknowledge they were never perfect parents. In fact, most agree that all the adults played a role in the family's destruction to some degree. Not sure what they wanted to accomplish the show, but a Sister Wives viewer started a post on Reddit. One thing is for sure, they were terrible parents. I don't think any of them are horrible on purpose. There are just too many people, and even with 5 parents, they were spread too thin. The show turned out to be more of a warning sign against plural families than anything positive. The OP went on to discuss how many of the family's children struggled with mental health issues. Many of the older girls struggled in the earlier season, while viewers saw several of the boys struggle during the middle seasons. The OP even acknowledged Aurora Brown's panic attacks when Kody raised his voice. And every time they talk about the kids' mental health, they blame it all on moving, the OP continued. That the kids were just having temper tantrums because they were mad about moving. No way, I think it goes much deeper. They used moving as an excuse. Moving was just the last straw that overwhelmed the kids so much. The Redditor also mentioned Truly, the youngest of the original 13 children. They pointed out how Kody continuously neglected her in favor of Robyn's children. At the end of the day, the OP felt that Truly was in the best possible place with David and Christine in Utah. They hoped she received the love and attention she deserved from her stepfather. In general, Reddit users agreed with the OP's sentiments. In hindsight, it's been very heartbreaking for Sister Wives fans to examine the emotional trauma the children sustained. Other Redditors wrote, "It was heartbreaking to see Janelle and Christine agree to ripping their children out of Las Vegas. That's when they should have stood up for their children and stuck to it. They constantly talk about not having enough time or ability to address everyone's needs, and it's always said as an excuse for why the person with the needs should stop having them or expressing them. It's an incredibly dysfunctional family system. I'm not worried about Truly. It looks like David and Christine pretty much include her in most everything they do, and David treats her very well from what we've seen." What do you think about the family's dynamics over the years? Do you agree with the OP and other Redditors' opinions? Leave your own thoughts in the comments. Follow TV shows It.s online to keep up with the latest Sister Wives news and updates. Stay tuned for more information on the Season 19 tell-all expected to premiere on TLC this spring. After 19 seasons on TLC, many Sister Wives viewers agree the series is on its last legs. The original 3 wives left Kody and ventured out on their own. The Sister Wives dynamic no longer exists. But as long as TLC can find a way to profit from the Brown family's content, viewers can expect future seasons. Or, at the very least, they might expect a spin-off. It's been widely suspected that Janelle and Christine would be the ones receiving a spin-off, but at least some Sister Wives viewers think TLC would rather focus on Kody and Robyn instead. Read on and learn about the latest conversation. Kody and Robyn Brown have been tremendously unpopular with viewers for years, but even so, TLC keeps giving them screen time. Would they get their own spin-off too? I think we're being primed for a spin-off, a Reddit user posted on the platform recently. The spin-off will be Kody and Robyn looking for a new wife for Kody. Hear me out. Robyn has asked Kody multiple times this season if he's sure he's done with polygamy, and has indicated numerous times that he should keep trying. This includes once again asking him in the preview. Went on to say that the family's children seem entirely disinterested in filming any longer. On top of that, Mary, Janelle, and Christine are all headed down their separate paths too. I think season 20 will be the last, but Robyn and Kody will spin off into a new show where he is looking for a new wife at the behest of Robyn to keep that TLC money coming in, the OP concluded. In general, other Redditors didn't readily agree with the OP. Adding another sister wife into the mix seems odd at this point in the family's dynamic. A spin-off starring the ex-wives seems more likely, but no one can say for sure what TLC will do next. Other Redditors wrote, "The only way another wife would be welcomed in the home is if she has money. I also think there is the possibility Robyn still believes the religious nonsense about getting into heaven with two sister wives. There's no way, but if it wasn't pure fantasy, it would sure be entertaining. I don't see it happening as it would be a big flop. We aren't interested in watching them anymore. I am still trying to figure out what content they will even have for season 20. We can't be sure TLC wants them any longer. If TLC doesn't think they'll make money off of them, no show. Would you watch a Sister Wives spin-off starring Kody and Robyn? What do you think TLC would even put in Sister Wives season 20? Share your own thoughts in the comments. Keep following TV shows It.s online for the latest Sister Wives news and updates. Stay tuned for news of the season 19 tell-all coming to TLC this spring. For over a decade, TLC's Sister Wives has fascinated audiences with its portrayal of the Brown family's polygamous lifestyle. Kody Brown, his 4 wives, and their many children have offered viewers an intimate look into the complexities of their unconventional family dynamics. But as the years have gone by, it has become more and more apparent that the picture-perfect image of the Brown family might not be what it seems. In fact, recent revelations have led many to believe that the show has inadvertently exposed shocking details about child neglect within the family, shattering the glamorous facade of polygamy. As the series progressed, viewers witnessed the ups and downs of Kody's relationships with his wives, the challenges of raising a large family, and the struggles that came with living a life that was far from traditional. But what fans may not have expected was the way the show would ultimately reveal deeper, more disturbing issues, especially when it comes to the treatment of the Brown children. From Kody's apparent neglect of his older children to the way certain children seem to get preferential treatment over others, the cracks in the Brown family's polygamous structure have begun to show, and the public is now questioning whether the family is truly as united as they claim. In this shocking exposé, we're diving into the ways Sister Wives has blown up the concept of polygamy and revealed serious allegations of child neglect that could change the way we view the Brown family forever. When Sister Wives first aired, the show seemed to offer a unique perspective on polygamy. Kody Brown's 4 wives, Mary, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn, all had children from previous marriages or relationships, and the family appeared to be functioning relatively harmoniously. The idea of a polygamous family living under one roof, sharing responsibilities, and balancing multiple relationships was portrayed as both heartwarming and progressed. The cracks in the family's idealized structure began to show. From the onset, there was tension between Kody and his wives, particularly as his relationships with some of them began to fray. But what was even more concerning was the growing disconnect between Kody and his children, especially his older kids. Fans started noticing that while Kody seemed to shower attention on his younger children, particularly those with Robyn, his older children were often left in the shadows. The family's lifestyle, which was initially presented as an alternative but functional way of life, started to look increasingly dysfunctional. The more the Brown family opened up their lives to the world, the more apparent it became that the so-called unity of their family was nothing more than a carefully constructed illusion. And as viewers continued to watch, they began to see a disturbing pattern emerge, a pattern of child neglect. One of the most glaring examples of neglect came with Kody's treatment of his older children. While it was clear that Kody had a special bond with his younger children, particularly those from his marriage to Robyn, it was equally clear that his older children often felt left out. The reality is, many fans began to feel that Kody was more focused on his relationship with his wives and younger children than his relationship with his older kids. It wasn't just about missed birthdays or neglected milestones. It was about a pattern of behavior that suggested Kody's priorities were all wrong. The Brown children, who have been exposed to the world for years now, are all old enough to speak out about their experiences, and some have made it clear that they were often neglected or ignored by their father. As one fan pointed out, you can see it in the way Kody interacts with his kids. He's constantly distracted, always choosing Robyn's kids over the older ones. You can't ignore that he's got a real issue with his older children. In multiple seasons, Kody's interactions with his older kids have appeared disjointed at best. And the most heartbreaking moments often occur when his older children express their feelings of abandonment or frustration over the lack of attention they receive from their father. This sense of neglect became especially clear when Kody's relationship with his son Logan, who has frequently been caught in tense moments with his father, started to unravel. Logan's resentment for Kody's behavior toward him and his growing distance from his father spoke volumes about the true nature of Kody's parenting. As Sister Wives fans watched this dynamic unfold, they began to question whether Kody was more invested in his own personal relationships than in being an attentive father to all of his children. When it comes to polygamy, many of the criticisms center around the emotional and psychological effects it has on children. In the case of the Brown family, these effects have become more apparent over time. While the show initially portrayed the Brown children as well-adjusted and happy, the reality of growing up in a polygamous family has started to emerge as a complex and sometimes painful experience. It's clear that the Brown children, particularly the older ones, have struggled with feelings of neglect and abandonment, especially when it comes to their father's divided attention. But the issues don't stop there. Many fans have pointed out that the older children, especially those from Kody's marriages to Meri and Janelle, have been sidelined in favor of the younger children, who are often the center of attention in the family. As Kody's focus shifted toward his relationship with Robyn and her children, many of his older kids began to feel neglected, not just by their father, but by the entire family dynamic. While the Brown family has always emphasized the idea of love and unity within their polygamous structure, it has become increasingly clear that there is a deep divide within the family. Kody's preference for Robyn's children has only added fuel to the fire, leading to tension between the older and younger generations of Brown kids. And the more Sister Wives documents their lives, the more fans are questioning whether polygamy, at least in the case of the Brown family, is actually detrimental to the children involved. As the wife who has garnered the most attention over the years, Robyn Brown's role in the family dynamic cannot be ignored. Fans have long pointed to her as the catalyst behind many of the family's most significant changes, particularly in how Kody's attention has shifted toward her and her children. The focus on Robyn's children has been a consistent theme throughout Sister Wives, with Kody often appearing to prioritize them over the older kids. This preferential treatment has led to allegations of neglect toward the Brown children, as fans argue that the younger kids, especially Robyn's children, are the ones receiving the most love, attention, and care from Kody. The older children, meanwhile, are left to fend for themselves, with little support from their father. Robyn's influence on Kody and her role in his life has been a major point of contention among fans. While she may not have directly neglected the older children, her role in the family dynamic has undoubtedly contributed to the imbalance of attention. Many fans have wondered whether Robyn's push for more attention for her children has inadvertently led to the neglect of Kody's other kids. As more and more fans point out the issues of child neglect and favoritism within the Brown family, it's clear that the family's future is uncertain. While polygamy has always been a controversial subject, the Brown family's struggle to maintain balance and equality between the wives and children has only made the situation worse. The revelation of child neglect, particularly in the way Kody treats his older children, has left many wondering if the Brown family's polygamous structure is sustainable. Is it possible for Kody to continue giving equal attention to all of his children? Or has his relationship with Robyn and her children permanently altered the family dynamics? And most importantly, how will this affect the children in the long run? As Sister Wives continues to air, viewers are left wondering if the Browns will be able to rebuild the family dynamics they once had. Will Kody acknowledge the neglect of his older children, or will the cracks continue to deepen within the family? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. Sister Wives has completely blown up the idea of polygamy, exposing shocking truths about child neglect that will change the way fans view the Brown family forever. Stay tuned for the latest twists and turns in the Brown family's complicated saga. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube Fox Gossip 24 channel and stay with us.